It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Eagles and the Bills, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season. It'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Eagles of Houston. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him until Madden spot.
Throwing his Allen on third. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses who have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Second down, here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Loose inside the 30. Powering his way forward. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Harris. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it, partner. There's no intent here because Von Miller, former NFL Man of the Year award winner, he likes to play the game the right way. But in this case, makes a mistake and gets in just a little bit too late, and that draws the penalty.
Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Allen. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Allen going to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that very nearly a second interception of this first quarter. He's been really loose with the football, and that's going to need to change as this game moves along.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Allen's throw is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became somewhat almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Jamison extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Four-play drive spanning 80 yards.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Allen looks to throw on second down. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. On play action, Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that time.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Williams now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one.
I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Allen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now on third and long, they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Williams to return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Elliott good with a PAT. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have got a lot more if he would have been able to hold that one in.
And in fact, our statistician Marvin, he's already handed me a piece of paper with that yardage total on it. He thought that
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Nolan Smith.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Williams. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Here's Watkins, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Staying on his feet.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half.
There he goes, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A throw over the middle taken in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nolan Smith able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know After the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Going deep here for Watkins. And this will be caught at the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. On first down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Get in the end zone for us. Come on, offense. Come on. Get score on these guys. 63.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Williams. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First down, and they go back to Harris. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 8.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Allen.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bills get a bit closer.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Williams to return.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? But usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That pass caught, it's Williams.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles! His second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
There he goes, left side. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston set to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
We can do this, offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Complete to Okonkwo.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Running right, here's McAllister. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Caught right side, Davis.
And Davis will have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40.
On play action, Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Allen now looks to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've... They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. This defense knows that all too well.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Allen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 85 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catching back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bills offense back out onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Stephon Diggs down to the 10. Touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
In motion left is Watkins. On first down, Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Second down, here's Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Watkins in motion left. On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points up.
Stephon Diggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one can.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nolan Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Eagles. Chris Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And now out come the Bills.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now Allen, gotta have this one.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to have the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just added on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the continues. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just elevated their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And here come the Bills.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on second and long. Allen shakes off the sack. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a good play, but he could not pull it in.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taking it around the 40. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurts. That pass caught. It's Williams.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Hurts to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah,